Today is May 18th. Welcome on in to Daily Cards Live here on ClaibsOnline.com. I'm Joe Roderick, joined alongside by Bob Ramsey. Rammer, it's Max Scherzer Day today. The Cardinals going up against a future Hall of Famer in Queens after splitting the doubleheader yesterday.
Yeah, Scherzer, my goodness. He's one of the all-time greats. He's an absolute first ballot lock for the Hall of Fame. His career has been marvelous, and he doesn't seem to be losing any steam. He's truly a great pitcher.
That he is, and the last time the Cardinals faced Max Scherzer was here in St. Louis, and it was the infamous game where they got their runs against, or it was 0-0. They got the runs against the bullpen, and Giovanni Gallegos gave up 5 runs with 2 outs in the ninth inning. And the Cardinals let one slip away. Probably to date, I don't know. I mean, outside of the loss, just in general to the Pirates and the Reds this season, the worst Cardinal loss of the season, the one that hurts the most.
It's funny you said that, because I was thinking about that before we came on, and I agree with that. And some people will talk about, when you lost 100-0, this team or whatever. But see, you weren't playing bad. You had a chance to do what not many teams get to do every season and win a game in which Scherzer was the starter. You had it right there in your hands, and you let it slip away. I think to date it is the worst loss of the season.
So the Cardinals look to avenge that. Lineup just came out, Rammer, less than 5 minutes ago. It was posted. Derek Gould tweeted it out, and I quickly did some research on it. We are going to see something tonight for the first time in a 22-year career of Albert Pujols, and I will read the lineup to you right now. The Cardinals will lead off with Brendan Donovan at second base tonight, Paul Goldschmidt at first, Nolan Arenado is at third, Juan Yepez in right, Corey Dickerson in left, Dylan Carlson in center, Yadier Molina behind the plate, Albert Pujols DHing and batting eighth, and Edmundo Sosa is at short. This is Albert Pujols' first time ever in his entire career that he has batted eighth in a starting lineup.
Wow, what a creative, interesting lineup by Ollie Marmol. I tried to guess along, had a couple of things right, but not very many. Tommy Edman, I guess they said needed a day, although they had Monday off, which surprises me a little bit. But he plays almost every day, every inning, and he hasn't been really good against right-handed pitching for a couple years. I'm a little surprised at that, but okay. I don't see Sosa doing much against Scherzer, but you never know. Donovan in there and leading off, ride the hot hand. I'm all over that. And then Pujols has horrible numbers career-wise against Scherzer. So that surprises me a little. I think the Edman thing throws me off a little bit.
It might have been a scheduled day off. Yeah, it very well could have just.
I'm sure they had a good reason for that. Yeah. And that kind of changed the way I look at it. So you figure Pujols has horrible numbers. He and Sosa, you don't expect to get a hit. I kind of thought Kisner would be in there instead of Yadi, though. The catching combination is not going the way I thought it would go, and that's to Molina's credit, I guess.
I would have to go back and I'd have to look at the numbers Edman has against Scherzer and just
not good.
Kind of why they nobody who does have good numbers.
What's funny is Edman is a guy who did have numbers against him. Edman and Dickerson are the only two that had good numbers. So I wonder if Tommy's a little ouchy, or maybe he's got a sore leg or ouchy back or something.
Let me throw this out there because we saw Tyler O'Neill start both games of the doubleheader yesterday, and in each game struck out 3 times, but did get a hit in each game. Both of them cheap hits, but hey, a hit's a hit, especially when you're slumping the way he is. You'll take absolutely anything to get on base. But you go against a guy like Max Scherzer, who, again, you don't expect to own him. You don't expect to make good contact off of him. You don't expect that with a guy struggling. out there, you go out there 0 for 4 against Max Scherzer isn't a bad, it sucks, but again, everybody does it. Is it really, I mean, do you really want to give someone like him a day off, or say, hey, you know what? If you get a hit off of him, that could be a huge confidence booster going against every other pitcher in baseball moving forward.
The balance for a manager is trying to find how to get a guy going without hurting your team that day. Sometimes you sacrifice one for the other. So if O'Neill was in there, you'd probably have Pujols out. So that's really your choice. Probably doesn't matter. Pujols being the veteran, while O'Neill struggles. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that. But I am curious as to why Edman isn't in there because of his career numbers.
I have Derek Gould tweeting a lot of pregame notes today, and as I see here, oh, never mind. There's been an updated lineup, Rammer, as we go here. Pujols and Molina have flipped in the lineup, so it is not Pujols' first time ever batting eighth in a starting lineup. It is actually his 14th time batting seventh in a starting lineup. So everything that we've just talked about there, nothing really too
probably.
much,
I don't think he ever did that with the Cardinals. Maybe very early, first few games of his career. I think most of that stuff is Angels Dodgers.
I will tell you, Rammer, he started one game in 2001, batting seventh for the St. Louis Cardinals, went 1 for 3 that game with a home run.
And then he never hit that low again until he went out to the
until
West
last
Coast.
year. He 21 starts last year, or 22 plate appearances last year in Los Angeles between the Dodgers and the Angels, batting seventh in that lineup. Another a little note from Derek Gould. Hey, coaching third base tonight, number 91, Jose Oquendo.
Very nice.
Yeah, Pop Warner will be attending a graduation, so Jose Oquendo will be doing that. Maybe Albert will run through a stop sign for old time's sake with Oquendo coaching third.
That's funny. Oquendo is a great, and I mean this sincerely, a truly great baseball man. If he didn't have to deal with the media, he would be a great manager. But dealing with the media is something you got to do every day. Jose does not suffer fools well. I know he didn't suffer me well when I was with the team. So I know that for a fact. No, he's a good guy and a great baseball mind. And that is not a downgrade. It's probably an upgrade, no worse than even.
It's one of those situations where if you have him there in the dugout, you try to use, you try to just get every ounce of knowledge out of him. For the day, for the weekend, however long he's going to be there for the Cardinals, just abuse however long you have him there, and try to learn as much as possible. Jordan Hicks, so far this year, we have seen slight improvement. Here it is for him: 2 innings pitched, 2 innings pitched, 3 innings pitched, 2 innings pitched, 3 1/3, 4 1/3, 5 innings is what he has done as a starting pitcher for the Cardinals. So we are seeing just a little improvement each and every time. Last time out, 77 pitches for Jordan Hicks.
Can I get the 6 and 90?
You know what? 80. I'd be fine. I'd be fine if to see him get to 80. I think if you see him get to 80,
that's just that kind of. Yeah.
It depends. Okay. I mean, yeah, and you don't go out there and you don't try to match Max Scherzer pitch for pitch. He has to realize he's pitching a completely different game than the one of the guy across from him.
Yeah, that's right. And he's got a tough lineup to go against. Yeah, he better not worry about Scherzer. He's just got to go do his thing, get better, get stronger, get deeper into the game. And if his team is close, when he has to come out, he's done his job.
The Cardinal game tonight is at 6:10. Tomorrow afternoon, a 12:10 start time. Maybe that's kind of the thinking of giving Edman that day off. Give him one of the two with a doubleheader yesterday, and then a night game followed by a day game. That's a lot to go in 3 days. So I could see it, justify giving him the day off today. But we'll see Brendan Donovan, who's been a lot of fun to watch and was a lot of fun yesterday with that run he scoring from first base on the Paul Goldschmidt ball down the line. So, you know what? While he's being a little spark plug, put him at the top of the lineup.
Oh yeah, he's been good. He's earned everything, every opportunity he's getting. He earned it. I think you ride that hot hand and see if anybody can start to develop a book on him and change their approach, and then see how he adjusts. Kind of what we've been saying about Yepes too. Yeah, back to the Edman thing. Assuming he's not ouchy, I think I would have tried to play him every day and give him one of the 2 games off yesterday. But those kinds of things are not that big of a deal.
That'll do it for today's episode of Daily Cards Live. As the Cardinals and the Mets, again, 6:10 tonight. It is Jordan Hicks against Max Scherzer. Hey, each and every day, we are brought to you by Munganast St. Louis Acura and Rammer, your friends at Royal Banks of Missouri.
Joe, they're your friends too, and they're everybody's friends. They believe in service, and we want to feel like my banker knows me and is my friend. You want to go with somebody you trust, and with the mortgage rates going nuts right now, you better make sure your bank knows what they're doing. For over half a century, Royal Banks has been doing just that for their customers, their partners. Royal Banks of Missouri, where better service means better banking.
Rammer, I know you're a Billiken at heart, but the checkbook also says TCU, and I see that on the hat. Did you see what their baseball team did this past weekend against Kansas?
I didn't see that.
They beat Kansas this weekend 30-3.
TCU's program is really good. They've got. I'm going to guess that was at home with a sold-out stadium.
It was in Lawrence.
It was. That is not being a welcome guest.
You expect 30-3 when it's TCU versus Kansas in football, but 30-3 in baseball, it's just unheard of.
TCU's got a great baseball program. They got a great stadium. Last year, I went to a TCU Texas game that was off the charts, phenomenal.
I bet.
I'm surprised at the score. I'm not surprised that they won. Go Frogs. Go Frogs.
We will be back tomorrow with another edition of Daily Cards Live. Again, it's a 12:10 afternoon game tomorrow. So keep a lookout for when we will do our show tomorrow, whether it's pregame or postgame. We will have another episode here on Claibs Online, brought to you each and every day by Munganast St. Louis Acura and Royal Banks of Missouri. Talk to you tomorrow.
At St. Louis Acura, new inventory is arriving daily, both new and pre-owned. Our buying team adds a higher level of personalized service that others can't match. We sell over 100 pre-owned vehicles monthly, and many of these are matched by our buying teams in Missouri and Illinois. As new Acura production ramps up, be one of the lucky ones to try the newest Type S models now available. Performance has never been so stylish and comfortable. St. Louis Acura remains committed to becoming better than ever for you.